Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Earlier on, Nimbonilu Mr. Nzima, keeping you physically fit. Right now, it's time for us to make you financially fit. Welcome to it, ladies and gentlemen. If you just joined us, Ekse. My name is Lama, and she is, of course, Ulwandile Indombi Zulu, giving you nothing but the best of education, entertainment, as well as information. Follow us on Twitter. It's Ekse_live.
Right, and joining us today in the studio, guys, I feel like I don't need to introduce her.
No.
She is a resident of the studio. She is definitely our financial advisor and so much more, especially during these times. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the incredible Linda. Welcome to the studio once again, Linda.
Hello, guys. Hello to the viewers.
I'm sure that you're excited about Sifike level 3.
Level 3, hey?
Yeah. Are we excited?
I want us to be very careful though, Lama. So that's what we'll be dealing with today.
Yeah. We past sessions we spoke about different kind of accounts that one can get a bankini. We spoke about the services that the bank can offer you. We also spoke about how can one be financially fit and budget zethu singazimushi. Now everybody is outside. They're going everywhere. They're going to the mall. They're going to shop and stuff like that. We need to be careful, but what do we need to be careful about when it comes to our finances?
That is a fair question. Now that we are able to go everywhere, I would just like us to re-emphasize the importance of acknowledging the season that we find ourselves in. And not to be caught up in frenzy. There were even things like, it's New Year. I mean, people are sick and tired of the bad 2020. They just decided the 1st of June is New Year. So with all that excitement, I would just like us to remember the reality that we are facing, that the main issue that kept us indoors is still out there. It hasn't left us. So that is just being realistic and not to let our guard down.
Right.
Not to be too excited just to be outside, to still be very careful, be very safe, be extra safe. Because I also read an article saying that we have sort of restrictions now on who can be tested if they have symptoms and things like that. I think there's a shortage somehow of test kits. So people under the age of 55 with no underlying sicknesses may not necessarily be tested in the Western Cape. So imagine you sitting next to someone, they don't know if they're sick, you don't know if you're sick. So I think we really need to practice precautions more than ever.
Right.
And we are now in charge of our own health. And that being said, the queues that were so long at the bottle stores, I just want people to make sure that they budget for everything they use their money on, because with what's happening, it's going to take a while to get back to where we were in our finances. Please stick to your budget. Please be extra careful. Save money. When you do your budget now, you need to make sure that the grocery stock that you buy takes care of you in this cold weather. As you can see, I'm wearing a polo neck now. It's that cold.
Right.
Yeah. So with your
I just wanted to find out, you're speaking about something that's very important, which is to be aware and not just think everything is back to normal. I know some people are slowly but surely starting to ease back into their jobs. A lot of things are opening up. A lot of more people can now start going to work. And I feel like that sort of mentality can also lead us astray, because if you start going back to work, you start getting the finances that you weren't getting during the lockdown. What are some of the things that we can still remember, and all the tips and tricks that we can still hold on to from the budgeting that we were doing during the coronavirus, from the budgeting we were doing during the lockdown? I feel like some people are just saying, okay, cool, I'm getting the same amount of money again. All those saving, budgeting tips out the window. I'm going to start spending like I usually do.
Very important that we don't forget that this season is still with us. And the tips that I would like to rubber stamp is the shopping list. Check the cupboards again, what you have in there, so that you don't overstock. Panic buying is no longer needed now. You can go anytime you need to go buy, right?
Right.
But stock on things that will help you health-wise. Still steer away from the cool drinks, ice drinks, all those kind of things will not be helping your immune system. You need to boost your immune system with vitamin C. Stock up on those oranges, the iced tea that we spoke about, the lemon tea, all those kind of things. Make sure you eat your veggies, you eat your fruits. Avoid cold things. I'm being honest when I say that because I'm freezing myself. And make soups. When grannies used to teach us soup is good for you, it's time for soup now. And you stock up that fridge. You make sure you don't cook every day. You save on electricity because we know in winter, electricity goes up. Petrol went up today. So people need to be very wise, even with clothes, you don't have to buy new clothes all the time. Take out your winter clothes that you bought last year. Check what you can wear, like my old polo neck that I'm wearing now.
So something that I also just want to focus on is I know a lot of people are going to say, like what you've been saying, we must take out things from our cupboards. But if you're thinking about it, some people are saying, hey, man, I still need to go shopping for winter clothes. I still need to find, what are some of the solutions other than just taking things, revising from things that we've worn before? What are some of the advices you can give us when it comes to preparing for such a season? Winter is a very big season everywhere in the world because you need a lot of things. You need warm food, you need warm clothes, you need so many different needs, and so many people can fall into a trap of panicking and just, again, buying whatever it is that they feel they need at the time. So what are some of the precautions that we can go into winter so that we are able to be financially smart?
Yeah, because when Linda, you want that boot that you've been eyeing all along. You want that jacket, you want that scarf, you want to look cool.
And the key word being want that you mentioned now, Lama. We need to remember that we need to focus on the need rather than the want. As much as we want those wonderful things, we need to save some money. The need is to keep warm while looking stylish. Style is not necessarily expensive. Style is you rocking what you wear and looking good in it. And I'm sure that last year's clothes are not already out of style as we speak. So I want to caution people on making sure that they get things that they need. If you need a jacket because you don't have one, that's understandable. If you need different colors of jackets just for having different colors, think twice. You need to save as much as possible now that you are gaining income again. Especially if you didn't have money for a few months, think about what you need to take care of that you couldn't take care of. And on the same breath, do not neglect your debt. Take care of your debt now that you are getting income again. But do not put pressure on yourself. Negotiate things that are doable so that you will not fall in a trap of neglecting things. Focus on your needs before your wants. Understand your life stage. Your lifestyle is maintained by your income. Be realistic. If you tasted the desert of not having a penny, then you will be much wiser this time.
Right.
Save.
Linda, I remember us talking about e-services that the bank offers the consumer. Now, am I able, if I'm very lousy at doing my own budget, am I able to walk into the bank and find a consultant that is going to sit with me and assist me with budgeting?
So we do have budgeting tips on our website. Remember the line when I said Nedbank is together with us in this difficult time. Because you want to treat your things privately, you're more than welcome to go to together.nedbank.co.za. then you'll be able to find budgeting on there. There's lots of tips on how to survive, right? But if you want someone to assist you in the branch, they can certainly do that, but it's not what they focus on. They focus on making sure that your needs analysis is done and to guide you on what it is that would make sense. Which account can they open for you? What do you need that account for? What sort of services do you need? Even if it's a small businesses, if you need a template on how to draw a business plan, you can get that from a branch as well.
Right. And what are some of the things that you think we need to take into going into winter, especially when it comes to our budgeting and financial services in general?
So I would like to caution on the entertainment budget. Remember the budget, we said there's fixed expenses where we're saying it's those things that don't change every month. For example, your rent, your bond, car installment, insurance. Now it's time we fixed our lives like seriously. Okay? So we make sure that those are taken care of. And in that fixed expenses column, we add a savings amount that we are putting away. It's not the emergency fund. The emergency fund is on its own at the bottom, because the second type of expenses we spoke about are those that are changing. Your groceries, your entertainment, your airtime, all those things. So the entertainment budget needs to be strict again. Do not spend your money on partying and having a lot of fun expensively. That can be done in a cheaper way by doing it for yourself at home, because coronavirus is still there. It's still out there biting us. Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gulinda Gewade, who's a consumer education manager, I'd like to extend, because kudala sibuza your questions, so maybe perhaps next time the viewers should be asking questions. So if you have any financial difficulties you want Ulinda to assist, please do email us go ekse@capetowntv.org and she's on standby. We'll be asking those questions on your behalf, or do dial us on 021-448-0448. We'll be chatting to Ulinda again next week, giving forward the questions that you have for her.